Well, the city's Vision Zero initiative, it's to improve pedestrian safety throughout the 5 boroughs. But in the Bronx, pedestrians say that they still feel uneasy crossing one of the biggest streets in the borough. News 12's Carmen Grant has more from the intersection of East 165th and the Grand Concourse, where a pedestrian was recently struck.
It used to be referred to as the Boulevard of Death. Iris lives in this apartment building on the Grand Concourse. The 78-year-old says she's seen more than her fair share of accidents over the years.
A lot of people have been killed over here by cars.
She says she heard sirens responding to this scene yesterday at the intersection of East 165th Street and the Grand Concourse, where police say a person was struck by a vehicle. That pedestrian was transported to NYC Health and Hospital's Lincoln, where their condition is unknown at this time.
It's a hard road to cross. It's very hard to cross.
Sean Garcia of Transportation Alternatives, an advocacy group for safer city streets and roadways, says the Grand Concourse has always been a focus of concern. He says improvements over the years, such as curb extensions, more pedestrian medians, dedicated bike lanes, and reduction in the speed limit has helped to slow down traffic.
See, if some car comes flashing, we can stop right in the middle there. So it did get a little better.
But Garcia says enhancements need to be made along the entire 5-mile corridor.
This portion of the Grand Concourse, had more safety enhancements, and then just 10 blocks down it changes back and forth. And that kind of messaging and that lack of investment in infrastructure really creates, bad results along that road.
According to the advocacy group, last year was the deadliest for New York City streets since 2013. Their data shows crashes killed 273 people in 2021. So far this year, there has been 26 fatalities in the city, 8 of them in the Bronx. The city's Department of Transportation tells News 12 that every single traffic fatality is a tragedy, saying in a statement that reads in part, quote, "Last year was a difficult one for Vision Zero. That's why Mayor Adams and I declared last week that intersections should be sacred spaces and outlined a plan to make targeted changes at more than 1,000 intersections this year." Officials say to make it safer for both drivers and pedestrians. In Concourse Village, Carmen Grant, News 12.